Every choice you think you made today, what to wear, what to say, who to trust, was made by a ghostwriter you've never met. Not your life, a story about your life, one you didn't write. The story your parents told you when you were a child or age 7, the story a teacher wrote on your report card that you believed in. The story a stranger said once, in passing, that you never forgot. You didn't choose any of it, but your brain took it in like it was a fact. And it's been defending it ever since. So here's the question I want you sitting with for the next 8 minutes. If everything you believed about yourself was handed to you by someone else, whose hand is actually on the steering wheel? Is it yours? Here's the problem. Most of us go our entire lives never once auditing the stories running through our minds. We just react. We just repeat. We call it personality. We call it, oh, it's just who I am. When it really a huge amount of it is inherited conditioning we never chose. Never. That's what this channel is for. I created LuminaKnows to dig into exactly this. The hidden patterns, the beliefs, the levels of consciousness shifting beneath your feet, like tectonic plates you never feel move. And I'm not doing it alone. Think about where your beliefs actually came from. Not the ones you'd say out loud, but the ones running quietly underneath. I'm not enough. Money's hard to get. People always leave. Now ask yourself, did you ever actually choose to believe that? Or did it just slip in unquestioned and you never once thought to check its passport? That's the trap. Stories don't ask permission. They slip in quietly. And once you accept them, your brain starts defending them like it's your own DNA. And here's what makes it worse. Everything you're surrounding yourself with right now, every conversation, every scroll of your thumb, it's quietly writing new lines into that story. You're not a neutral observer of your life. You are right now, in this very moment, either living out someone else's script or rewriting one. Which means the reality you're living in isn't something that's simply happening to you. It's something being deposited layer after layer, like sediment, out of what you consume and what you believe, until it hardens into bedrock you mistake for solid ground. This is where Lumina comes in. Think of her as a part of you that already knows, the version of you that isn't confused by all the noise. Because underneath all the conditioning, all the borrowed beliefs, there's a version of you that was never fooled in the first place, sending down one more coat of varnish so the grain underneath, the part that was always there, can finally show through. This isn't going to be abstract spiritual talk with no substance. I'm pulling from philosophy, psychology, neuroscience, and timeless wisdom traditions. Because here's the thing, insight that stays in your head and never touches your actual life is just another story, a comforting one, but useless. What I care about is practical. Understand the pattern, see it clearly, and then choose differently. That's the entire mechanism of it. Force in, force out. So let's come back to where we started. Everything in your life so far has come from a story, inherited, absorbed, rarely questioned. Most of those stories were never yours to begin with. A woman I once talked with had spent 40 years afraid of water because of a story her grandma told her at age 6. A story that turned out decades later to be about a completely different person. But that also means something enormous. If a story was handed to you, it can be handed back. And a new one that's actually true to who you are, can be chosen instead. This is why reality isn't something fixed that just happens to you. It's something you create the way a river carves canyon walls, not in one dramatic flood, but in 1,000 ordinary Tuesdays. And most people never break free from patterns they bought as facts simply because no one ever showed them the pattern existed. That's the entire mission of this channel. Understand yourself more deeply, break free from limiting beliefs, and reconnect with who you are, who you truly are. With Lumina as your guide the whole way. Before you go, let's press this into wax while it's still warm. 1. Your beliefs aren't facts. They are inherited stories, and your brain defends them unconsciously. 2. What you read, watch, and listen to is actively shaping the reality you experience. 3. Underneath the conditioning is a truer self. That's Lumina, your higher self, the part that already knows. 4. Reality isn't something fixed that happens to you. It's something you create, one choice at a time. 5. Real transformation isn't abstract. It's practical. See the pattern, question it, and choose again. If any part of this made you pause, even for a second, that's not an accident. That's the part of you that already knows. Stretching after a long sleep it didn't know it was in. This is only the beginning. Lumina is going to be with us on this whole journey, unpacking the patterns, the conditioning, the beliefs that quietly run our lives, one video at a time. So here's the only question left. Whose story do you want playing tomorrow morning when you open your eyes? If it's not the one you've been handed, subscribe and let's start writing yours line by line.